We go to the phones. We go to Randy in Nampa for Ken Ivory at 580 KIDO. Hello, Randy.
Hey, Kevin. How you doing?
Great.
Hey, I just had a question for Mr. Ivory. I believe that we should try and take our lands back. And my question is, our current Attorney General, Lawrence Wasden, has said, I heard him last week at a forum, he said that we can't take our lands back here in Idaho from the federal government because, like in the 40s or something, our legislators said we don't want the land back.
Yeah. That's
so what is your take on that?
Yeah, that's half of a half-truth. It was 1932, actually. So in the 1920s, you had Arizona and New Mexico that were made states, and so you had the lower 48 in, and they started to then plead to Congress, you've got to keep your promise and dispose of these lands now, just like you did with all the others. And they said, well, your land is arid. It's going to take a little longer. We know we have to dispose. It's going to take longer. And finally, into the mid-1920s, they became so insistent that President Hoover convened a commission, and by 1932 they had congressional hearings. Now pay attention to this. The title of the congressional hearings was Granting Remaining Unreserved Public Lands to the States. Not if, only how. Now, as the hearings went forward, the agencies came forward and said they kind of substituted the bill, and their bill was, we're going to grant you all the land. We know that's a solemn promise. We have to do that. We're going to grant you the land, the surface land. We're just going to keep all the minerals. Of course, that's where all the wealth is. And so the states, in the middle of the Depression, they did descend on Washington, and they killed that bill. And they said, no, you've got to keep the whole promise with us. You can't give us half a promise. And then a year and a half later, they passed the Taylor Grazing Act, which is the precursor to the BLM. In the very first line of the Taylor Grazing Act, it says this, that it's established in order to promote the highest use of the public lands pending its final disposal.